Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Hannah Horror here again. I hope you guys are sticking with us as we move along this Friday the 13th franchise review. So we've made it to part 3. So back in the day, the movies are making a lot of money. Paramount says we're going to keep the train rolling. Well, they decide they need a face for Jason. Or a non-face for Jason, in a sense. They realized that the paper sack wasn't going to really break that threshold of, stardom. So, I don't know if it was Mancuso. I don't know who it was exactly. Success has many fathers, as they say. But the infamous hockey mask was placed on Jason about halfway through part 3. And we've never looked back since then. A lot of people think part 3 is the best movie. I have to say it isn't. I don't think it's bad at all. My complaint is simply this. It's unfortunate that this movie was filmed in 3D. Not in the sense of back then. Back then I'm sure it was awesome, but it's unfortunate in the sense of trying to enjoy the movie now. You can't really enjoy that 3D aspect no more. Nobody has, most working class people don't have a huge, 3D type TV and the real 3D glasses and the whole 9 yards like that. We can't really enjoy it. So, and in the way it looks in 3D, the way it's filmed, it doesn't transfer over to Blu-ray very well, but I rest my case. The reason I don't think this movie is the best one is simply just this, and this is a small nitpick, but it is what it is. I just don't think some of the 3D gags hold up very well. In particularly, two that come to mind were the snake coming out of the cage. Unfortunately, you could just see a lot of wire in that shot, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't come across as good as it did back then. And the other one, although I appreciate it a lot, is unfortunately the eyeball popping out of the guy's head. Unfortunately, you just see wire in it. And it's a small nitpick, and I'm nobody to really judge. I don't know how to do special makeup effects, but compared to a lot of the other scenes that were done much better, I wish they could have tried to maybe do a little different angle on it so you can hide that eye a little bit, but that's my only real gripe. I thought the characters were good. I like the bikers in the movie. I thought they were a nice touch. Shelley was a funny guy. I thought Richard Brooker was probably one of the best Jasons. His portrayal was very good, very sinister. You don't see that in a lot of the Jasons as much. You'll see it in 4, as we'll talk about, but there's a little bit more of a cunning, sinister deal to Richard that I thought he pulled off very well. And I like the look of Jason. Very, very just real, in a sense. I really enjoy it. But my only nitpick, like I said, was just the minor issues with the 3D effects that just don't hold up as well. Other than that, a lot of the 3D effects, though, still look very good. But other than those two that I can think of, it is what it is. My only complaint is the way they ended the movie that didn't make it to film. I prefer that over what we have in the movie with Mrs. Voorhees coming out of the lake. Not to say that that's bad, but the ending where the girl gets her head chopped off at the end that we all know about. I wish that would have made it to the video. I wish that would have made it to the movie. But maybe one day they can scrap up all the film and add that into a special release or something. But we'll see. I love part 3 though, other than those two gripes I got. I'd give this movie probably 8 out of 10 stars. But what do you guys think? Is Friday the 13th your favorite? Part 3 your favorite? Or is it not? Everybody should like this film pretty well. It's pretty big fan favorite. So rest in peace, Richard Brooker. You were a great Jason. It's sad to see you go, but you're in a better place. But other than that, let's see you guys get involved. Do you like Friday the 13th Part 3? Is it your favorite? Do you not like it at all? You guys tell me. This is Christian Hannah Horror. We will be moving along next to Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Until then, this is Christian Hannah Horror.